1970, the very first Z car, the Datsun 240Z, arrived on U.S. shores. It was an immediate sensation, loved for its European exotic car-like styling and affordable price. The 240Z also proved its performance credentials on the racing circuits, with famed Brock Racing Enterprises team and driver John Morton leading the way. Last year, Nissan celebrated the Z's 50th anniversary with a special edition 370Z painted to resemble the early BRE racers. Now entering its second 50 years, the history of the Z is still being written. Last September, Nissan revealed the amazing Z Proto. It is a preview of the next production Nissan Z and is expected to have the same impact as the original 240Z. The Nissan Z Proto stays true to its Z DNA while adding a modern twist to its iconic styling cues. Pure sports car proportions, long hood, short rear deck, and wheels pushed out to the corners. The shape of the hood and teardrop-shaped LED headlights are unmistakable reminders of the original Z. Looking at the Z Proto from the side, the flow of the roofline to the squared-off rear is also distinctively 240Z, while the taillights are a modern interpretation of the 300ZX. The Z Proto interior also pays homage to past Z vehicles, especially in the instrumentation, though the 12.3-inch meter display is certainly of today. This blend of modern technology with vintage Z touches includes yellow accents throughout the cabin, including on the seats and instrument panel. The Z Proto also delivers when it comes to performance, just like every Z that has come before it. Under the beautiful hood rests an enhanced turbocharged V6 engine, which is mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. The Z Proto also promises to be an agile handling machine, what its creators predict will be the perfect dance partner for pure driving enthusiasts. More than a concept, the Nissan Z Proto is a statement to the world: the next Z is coming. Look for more information later this year.
Hi everyone, my name is Alfonso Albaisa. I'm Senior Vice President of Nissan Global Design.
My name is Tai, Executive Design Director of Nissan Design.
We're very excited here today because we're going to show you some of our inspiration and early thoughts while we were designing the Z Proto. So Tai-san, can you walk me through your childhood in a sense? What were your feelings?
Actually, my motivation to be a car designer is this original Z car. Then I become a member of Nissan Design, and then I was a design team in the design team of 300ZX. So Z is quite a special car for me.
You know, we have the same history in a sense because I also wanted to become a car designer when I first saw the 240. And my first trip to Japan, I was lucky enough as a young Nissan designer to probably see you working on the 300. And I myself was involved in the design of the 350. So I know together we have a lot of shared understanding of Z. What parts did you feel you really want to keep for the next one?
Well, first, I was not so sure, actually. I was trying to create a new Z first. But I saw many sketches from London studio, San Diego studio. And then gradually I was kind of persuaded. Maybe we should go back to the original one.
Somehow this time, everything that we were doing together, the things that looked cool or felt fresh to me, ironically, were linking back to the very first one. So I remember the day when we're designing the new one, you were talking about the beauty of the line of the 240, that people talk about the 240 as having a square grille. But no, the grille is the result of the hood and the fender creating a square hole. And I think on the new one, you really showed how we can do that in modern context.
Yeah, we translated this rule into this new proportion. Yeah.
One of the most beautiful stories you told me was about when you were designing on 300, that you had some artists come and talk about the purity of form.
Well, yeah, that time we had a kind of a consultancy of a pure, sculptural artist. I remember he was just checking the imbalance or good part of the shape, form. So I think that is reflecting on this 300ZX. Actually, rule is to create a very smooth, nice shape. On that, we can draw a nice line. So for me, always, maybe this is Japanese design. Of course, three-dimensional shape is important, but this nice graphics on a nice shape, that is part of Nissan design heritage, I think.
Which now makes me want to turn to the left, because as we were developing this together, I do feel that this simplicity, which a little bit the 300 has, is captured in this shape where it almost looks like there is no character lines, although the structure has. I mean, how did you get that kind of minimalism?
For me, this line is very, very important. With or without, somehow we are showing kind of 2020 Z. It's strong line, but still it's helping to show the modernity or relationship between other cars we are making. I think I like.
Also, I think that line, as you mentioned, with the reverse wedge, is very sensual and beautiful, but also it's lowering the center of gravity. That I felt it makes the car look like you're already driving it.
Right. So again, that is S30 original Z's kind of icon. So basically, yes, this line and this, we call it the katana line, is helping to create a kind of low tail movement. Yeah.
This katana is actually one of these devices that kind of came out of nowhere in the process. But as you mentioned, it really has a very huge effect on the posture even of the...
Yes, it shows where is the cabin, then where the line goes. So it is indicating the silhouette more than the silhouette itself.
I'm sure people want to know about our headlamp, because the most iconic aspect of the 240 is the scoop lamp with the circle.
Yeah, I think, we created a different type of headlamps. First one was more horizontal to show more, kind of a modern technology feeling. But we recognize the kind of roundness is the key to show Z-ness. So we created this double arch type of headlamp. Yes.
And of course, I think one of our favorite parts is the rear view, and how in the digital era you brought back your previous project, the 300.
I like 300ZX, but if we see it now, I mean, we can see headlamp is a kind of a halogen or kind of a old technology. Especially rear theme itself is modern, but the technology itself is a kind of previous technology. So our intention is to show that kind of feeling with modern LED, signature. To be honest, we try to create a new invention like 300ZX first, but we are lucky to create this as a result. I mean, we create a different type of Z-ness. Then finally, everybody could agree, well, this is the right balance of modernity, Z-ness, Nissan-ness.
Well, thanks, Taison. I want to thank everybody, because this is such a once-in-a-lifetime for any designer. And very luckily, Taison and myself have been involved in a few Zs. But to really bring the generations together and to find the best parts of each generation and take it to the next step. It's been an honor, and it's been an honor to share with you the early thoughts we had and our team had on the Z Proto. So thank you very much. And
thank you very much.
See you very soon.